doing things. I really want to mix it with my hands. Well, hello friends, what an adventure. Happy second Blackstone cooking day. Yeah, it's raining. Yeah, we're under my camping canopy tent. But today is the day on my mom life schedule that I was doing my second Blackstone cooking. Rain's not keeping me down, at least so far it's not. Have I weather sealed this tent? No, but that's okay because it really is keeping the rain off of us. So fingers crossed, we're doing pretty good. Let's get cooking a ton of bacon and go from there. And we still need to get like this whole cooking area happy and organized as well. But this day is a rolling, so we're gonna get the bacon going. Okay, we're gonna. So I've got many packs of bacon, maybe 12 or so. They're 12-ounce packs that we got discounted at Sharp Shopper, of course, as we do. I'm gonna put extra accessories down. That will help us find our tables. We got a trash bag all ready, but I do need to get this bacon going. Okay, and I also had other adventures like my heat was turned way up and all of that. So let me move some things out of the way. Got this Blackstone accessory kit that has those little paddle spatulas in it that my friend sent me the link for. She said I needed. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 12-ounce packs. And the only way to get going with this is to start throwing the bacon down. And you also get bonus rain sounds in the background of today's video, right? It worked so well on my first Blackstone cooking day. Now, where did I put my trash bag? There it is. I'm just going to toss this on the ground for a minute. Worked so well. I think we prepped about 7 packs of bacon. And so, since this is now my second time, so I'm basically an expert, I thought this time we're going to go through it, pour it, and use this bacon. My hungry folks here ate up that bacon within 24 to 36 hours. It was well appreciated. And I think last time we got 2 packs on there. And in this orange dress, I'm like, wow, tank top tan lines abound. And I definitely will not be able to work on those tan lines today in the rain. But there are definitely bigger life problems. I am thankful my neck is not hurting, my shoulder's just fine. I mentioned to you in some other recent videos I got cleared by my physical therapist after my first rib was elevated. Many of you asked if I go to the chiropractor. Yes, went to the chiropractor several times for that one. He can always get me out of pain and help my body out. So I'm a big believer in that chiropractic and physical therapy kind of care. And I don't know the price difference. The 36-inch Blackstones at Costco were like $4.47, and Walmart has a model 36 inches out for $2.97. When I went today to get more of these little propane side tanks, because I couldn't have those delivered, too bad, so sad, Walmart delivery. Anyway, I saw that there and I just looked at it and I noted, okay, Blackstone, $2.97. I wonder if it's like missing accessories I would want. I don't know that it had the hood, and maybe that's $100 right there. I know that even these smaller models, you can get them without the hood. I just paid $59 for these legs for the smaller model today. Okay. I'm going to pat my hands dry and start my trash bag. With my last afternoon doing Blackstone meal prep, we were through most of those items within about 4 days. I think on day 5 there were a very few things, like maybe a little zucchini and a couple of those thick pork chops, but that's been long gone now. Thunder is also talking to us. Okay, life, bacon is going. Scissors, remember to bring out the tongs this time. And so I have big plans. We need to organize some things, other utensils. So I also wanted to do pancakes. I'm just doing these just to add water from Costco. I got that water to clean the Blackstone. What else? I got this water for doing pancakes out here. Have some accessories. Gonna wipe this table down. One of my teen guys carried this out in the rain for me. And as teenagers do, he just put a hoodie on and didn't use the umbrella. And as 45-year-old moms do, I carried stuff out with the umbrella. Got this new thermometer set at, let me turn it off here. How do I turn it off? Hold it, probably. There we go. Got that at Costco. And I probably need these bigger pans for my bacon. And I feel like questions from my internet friends. Jamerrill, why are you doing this in the rain? Well, I know I'm very much look busy buzzing, ADHD, ENFP personality type, doing all the things. As a businesswoman and as a mom and as a woman doing all the things, I actually have multiple layers of multiple schedules. I got a few things going on. And so on my video list, yesterday was my day to go to Costco and get the meat and accessories for cooking this video. And today is Blackstone cooking day. Tomorrow is water park day with my 57 humans. We got snacks and lunch and stuff and things for that at Costco yesterday as well. Plus, day after that, guess what? Tons of other adventures begin. Whole new week of filming. Whole new week of meetings and phone calls. With all I juggle, I get behind in my videos if I let something from my schedule carry over for too many days. So this video would push back another video, and it just ends up being a whole series of unfortunate events if it gets pushed too far. So that's okay. I was like, hey, you know what? We got this canopy. I imagine I'm going to cook on the Blackstone while camping in the rain at some point in life. So we can do this. We have bought the accessories. And so everything is working out so far, and I just felt like on this second Blackstone cooking day that bacon, this is where we start, right? This is where we want to get this cooking started. Now I do have some bacon grease pooling to the right back corner, and so coming up here we are going to make a little adjustment to get everything leveled out, learning things. Also, many of you told me about switching out my propane to the larger tank, and I got your comments on that after the first massive Blackstone meals video was published, which ends up being published before I film this second Blackstone video. Are you there in my matrix? So I didn't have that great idea from you when I filmed this one. I now have that great idea from you in the future or the past, however, whatever universe plane we are on. So when I film my third Blackstone video coming up here soon, we will do it, hopefully, if all things work out, with the larger tank. It's definitely at a wrong angle because all my bacon grease is going to that corner, but I'm kind of in the heat of it now, quite literally. So at least when this round of 24 ounces of bacon is done, I'll at least push the grease out the back trap there into the little container. It's hot, so I'm just not sure how much I can reposition it. You know, trying to not have too many adventures. But we definitely have more cooking coming. And thanks so much, friends, for talking this out with me. That's not going to be great when it comes pancake time either. I do like the height of this. I wonder if this is thicker. It seems like I'm not getting as much on here. Oh yeah, I do have 2 packs. Okay. Sorry, I thought I was still only doing 1 pack. But I see my trash there, and this is 2. Alrighty, I think this next batch is done, and I did have, my guys came out here because I was like, set a timer and come check in with me every 30 minutes to an hour or so just to see if I need something from the house or if I'm stuck with meat cooking. Mama might need some help. But anyway, we just got this going in the right direction. I did, though. Got some of that bacon extra crispy. Whoopsie. Although some people like it that way. That's the thing. With so many people, some like it really soft. Probably like that. Or maybe even a little softer. Some like it extra crispy. I don't mind burnt bacon. So we're doing it. But anyway, we got the drain worked out. We worked it out. It is now draining properly. And we continue on with the bacon. Let's see, I guess I will. Well, that can have the lid off. I'm gonna just focus on getting this out. I also had to do some Lego strategizing and redirecting there. All the off-camera mom life things. So I think we got everybody pretty squared away now. In 30 minutes, one of my big guys will come out here. I might need water refilled or something. And I don't always have even teenage help. You know, a lot of times it's me, myself, and I running around doing things. But when teenage help is available, I like to say, hey, teenage help, come this way. Some of my other folks are over with some horses right now. And then I have my elementary dudes with some Legos in the living room. We went to Walmart to get our gas cylinders. They spent some little bit of saved money on some Legos. Then we did ice cream and a playground for just a little bit. Really, we just walked the trail there, which was nice. I now have learned to just cut one end of this bacon and pull it out of here. No need to cut 2 sides. And that batch drained perfectly. Got a little bit of something for everyone in this batch of bacon. Probably have, let's see, 1, 2, oh, we got 3 more rounds to go. But the thunder has moved on. It's clearing out. Birds are starting to sing. might end up being a running evening for me. I'll run in the rain if I have to, but it would just be really nice to maybe not run in the rain, just regular old run. That would be great. I have a hot date with a stack of books. And I won't have to cook for a few days. It's like single woman life unlocked. Okay, I think just like that, my gas has gone out because all the active cooking has stopped. So I'm just gonna say my little steps aloud. Follow your instruction manuals. Don't come to me for advice. Let's see, where's my tanks? Well, first I need to pick up trash. Do that. And then these just pop off. And I just got it started again, doing things. Alright, that bacon's almost done. Some of it probably is done. So there's this little squirt bottle that came with this accessory kit I got. This whole accessory kit, I don't even think it was $35. Your mileage may vary. The biggest thing I was after was these spatulas. I bought some Blackstone presses from Walmart before this last beach camping trip. And you know, when I got them home, the screws were already falling out of them. So there's some of those, and there's a variety of things in this kit. Several of these scrapers, another one of these, and then, yeah, here's one of, this is like, woo! Mark safe from that falling on my toe. Okay, but this one hasn't fallen apart yet, and I just dropped it on the ground in the rain, so yay. But it seemed worth it, even though there's some things in here. I was about to say, there's salt and pepper shakers in here I don't need, but guess what? Guess whose salt and pepper shakers are broken? Me. So I guess maybe we're gonna try some stainless steel ones. So, well, I got people who will like the bubble wrap. Let's get this bacon off and then we'll fill this water bottle. The birds are singing to us. There's some more background music you guys have. You had the rain, authentic rain sounds, Virginia mountain rain. Now you got some Shenandoah Valley birds singing. I was just explaining to my 10-year-old this morning, let me turn this down a little, how when we go outside and our bodies hear the birds singing, this is stuff I learned from Instagram, okay? You can learn lots of good therapeutic modalities over there. So, when our bodies and our brains hear the birds singing, birds sing when they feel safe. And when our brains are outside and we're in nature and we hear the birds singing, that can also help release a feeling of safety in our body. And safety is like my new favorite thing, okay? That I want to teach my people how to feel safe in their bodies and in nature and in all of life. And our brains constantly scan for clues to make sure we're safe. I know that that's something that my brain does a lot of. I know that something my brain does often. I don't know. Can y'all even hear me over there in New Zealand? Is my brain always likes to make sure it is safe. And it likes data to show that it is. So I just thought that was a little nice, curious conversation we were in our kitchen and the birds were singing so loud around about 7 a.m. I was like, you hear those birds? Those birds feel so safe because when there's danger in the woods, the birds go quiet, right? They feel so safe. And from what I've read, it can actually help lower the cortisol in our brains and bodies, even being in nature and hearing the birds. It's fascinating. I love it. And last time I just poured this jar on. The little bottle looks silly, but I used it over 4 hours of cooking. Maybe I can handle this. Yeah, mostly pretty good. I don't know, we'll see. It's kind of like the little pancake batter dispenser I got years ago. It was just such a joke. I used it once and gave it to the thrift store because it only made like 2 pancakes and I spent all this time refilling the dispenser when instead I could just scoop my batter and do my pancakes. So we'll see. I might wish I had it today. I feel like I should clear those out. I think I got an apron. Who needs that? No, bag? Oh, it is. Okay, well, there's that. So, another metal bowl. Oh! These very well might be, I mean, because one's orange, one's red. I don't think they're ketchup and mustard dispensers, but maybe I'll have them both filled with water. This is the little accessory bag, and this is not a Blackstone brand, but they're playing on those colors there. I don't know that I'll ever do homemade skewers, will I? You tell me, I don't know. Maybe. Right now, I'm all about putting the water in the pre-done pancake mix. Got a little brush. Now, when I buy these, I'm glad to have another one of these. Anytime I get one of these little basting brushes, it's too cool. It gets confiscated, just like all my little pots, aka measuring cups. These are cute. These were little rings to do eggs in, and there's even a little heart one. I saw that in the advertisement. And this is a handle for something. I don't know what these... There very well might have been a little book with it. I don't know. I don't know, but I got them. Probably need to flip this bacon. Maybe. Oh, I had turned that heat way down too. I turned that up a little. What this handle is to. Maybe it just goes on that. Oh, I see what we're doing here. I mean, it's precious. This is the accessories for this little cover that would go over something precious that you're cooking. This is one of the things that would just take up room in my kitchen and I would never use. So we will just give that to our thrift store friends. Again, my spatulas alone were worth the $35. Some of these things I'm going to keep. I'm not going to keep these. I'm just not. But someone else can get them. Okay. Everything else is pretty good. we will have to mark on these. I don't see salt and pepper differences, but we do. We somehow always break our salt shaker. Maybe it's our pepper shaker. One of them gets broken, and that's a problem. Put them in there for now. We're gonna do, so I didn't even tell you the menu of what I think we're doing today. And it is a little up in the air because I've been dealing with weather and Lego negotiations and kids and stuff and things. So there's that. Let's see, I'm going to save this. I just have to keep telling myself I'm saving that. So I will tell you our menu here coming up. Those are all go in there. Okay. Scissors, backup scissors. We got charged batteries. We're doing pretty well. Okay, got a little jumbled up bacon, not too bad. I'm gonna fill this other water bottle because if I like it, if that seems to be a good workflow, I'll have another one ready. Hey, look, we prepped. You have a cat out there. It might see this bacon on the ground. Hey, Maria. I know, you're looking. Hey. I'm gonna go make a cat stay. So my cats are not minding. They're not minding when I have these massive Blackstone cooking days, that's for sure. So we're getting to the end of the bacon. I'm just continuing to go through and do 2 packs at a time on the Blackstone. And then we're going to move on. I think our next adventure will be that we will do these pancakes and see how that goes. It just seemed very future camping trip-ish of me, very, very future camping happy moments to at least attempt the pancakes on the Blackstone. But as you will see, I do think I need some more practice. But the great thing about you all is you'll just tell me what I need to do different on this Blackstone situation to get my pancakes just right. That'll be another upcoming adventure. So on this day, we do a bunch, of course, of massive meal prep on the Blackstone. We do breakfast items. We also do dinner items, and everything yet again is gone in about 4 days. And of course, we're giving out some bacon samples to those who are coming out and sampling the bacon. And I've just give my bacon a flip. Usually I just flip them one time, depending on how the heat is and all of those good things. Sometimes they'll need flipped another time. I know many of you also in my first Massive Blackstone video, you gave me the wonderful tip to take out a bowl of water and like soapy water specifically so I can wash my hands while I'm out there. Thank you. So we will do that on the 3rd Blackstone video. I did go into the house a few times to wash my hands during this cooking time. 10-year-old is going to get my little crocheted hand pads that I use. Not crocheted, you know what I mean. The little hook sets. There's a name for them, you'll tell me. These are nice. Alrighty, so big update. So the 14 packs of bacon is making its way back into the house. I hear some whistling, hopefully. Yes, door is being opened. Teamwork, everybody's working together. I said the directions that went with that bacon is hay, because I've also had some other little sample, like Costco, you know, yard bacon samples. So anyway, I said, hey, everyone can have one more piece. save the rest of the bacon. There's a lot more coming, a lot more food coming, and we don't need to eat all 14 packs of bacon now while I'm making it. Hold on. Does every mom just say, hold on a minute? So next up, we're gonna try pancakes on the Blackstone. I don't know. I've made pancakes before. We're gonna see how this goes. So along with the pancakes, we're gonna fry eggs. I guess we're kind of focusing on breakfast things first. Then I'm gonna do cheeseburgers. We're gonna do like chicken sausages, smoked sausages, bratwurst, those kind of things. I have a bag of potatoes that I got at Costco yesterday. It seemed fine. It smells like there's a rotten potato in there. I'm thinking I would like to wash those. I mean, normally I would just do them in the oven, but I was reading about frying potatoes on the Blackstone. It's the same method. Wash the potatoes, slice down the potatoes. I do them in like quarter chunks. Roll them in some olive oil or avocado oil. Put seasonings on them, and I put them on a sheet pan, and we do roasted potatoes in the oven. I'm thinking, will we get there? Stick with me, friends. We'll find out. But I'm thinking I'd like to do that on the Blackstone. I believe I have another cabbage that's judging me, so we should always cook that in some lard. And then I have on here question mark, maybe more meat. So at Costco yesterday, I also got some chicken tenderloin, some more pork chops, and also stew meat chunked up pieces. I don't think we're gonna get to all of that in this video because I have several books with my name on it that need finished. Like, I need to keep reading to help everybody with their situations. And I also want to run. But I'm thinking the rest of that big pile of meat will be our next Blackstone meal prep, plus any other adventures, like we could do French toast on the Blackstone. Any other adventures you all want to throw my way, and we'll just make our next big batch Blackstone meal prep list. I did have one of my teens take this in and wash it for me because I had some bacon adventures going on there. I also went in and washed my hands. What else? Blackstone is clean. We're gonna jump into pancakes now, is what I believe we are doing. And I was hoping to just mix these up right here and like it. So, we'll see how that goes. Okay, yes, this is also available. And it's going to start raining again. I'm deciding how many pancakes we're doing. I don't have a bowl big enough to do the whole bag. Half is 19 cups. We'll just, can I get that much in here? All right, so I ended up, I'm not going for the whole 19 cups. Again, we didn't bring out the 30-quart bowls, so I have 12 cups of mix in here. That works out to be 8 cups of cold water. Yay. Should have had a wooden mixing spoon. This is a joke, but we'll also give it a shot. I really want to mix it with my hands. I'm glad y'all are with me. I'm going to do a little more water, even though it goes against the math on the bag. I think it needs it. I'll just do one more cup to start. So we just stir and stir and stir. And I do end up adding a few more cups of water to these pancakes. And you'll see that when we cook them on the Blackstone, they're not too thin. They're too thick still, if anything. So maybe next time I just need to add
I don't know, 6 cups of water total. But we do continue to I do 1 cup at a time and keep stirring. And it's pretty thick, and the pancakes turn out pretty thick. And also my first couple pancakes, those just, they were testing, okay? It's a test batch. And after that, we get some decent ones. We do get a bunch made for the coming days. And actually that evening, some of my humans had pancakes and bacon for dinner. That worked great for them. We also do burgers and a bunch of other goodies on this day. And I do have the heat turned down all the way. So I've always heard with pancakes, you wait until there's 100 bubbles. And I definitely could not have waited for there to be 100 bubbles with this Blackstone. It obviously was still heating up very hot, even being on low. So I'm just going to have to practice it. I might have to do pancakes every time for the next couple go-rounds, just to where I'm feeling okay about my pancakes again. And back to the propane. Several of you told me that I can get a different adapter for the larger propane tank, and I'm pretty sure that my Blackstone came with that adapter, which is always nice, one less thing I have to buy. And so, like I told you already, I will definitely, my 3rd Blackstone cooking day is coming up here in a few days from the future, and we are going to have new shopping and other adventures to go along with that cooking day. I'm hoping to pair that with getting the larger propane tank filled out. I think I can just go to my Walmart and buy one, and that will be a thing. And continuing to roll through the pancakes, I get about 6 or so. Looks like I got 8 on that one. Some of them are a little smaller, and now I'm just trying to flip them a little early, if anything. I think I was feeling intimidated by my pancakes and I didn't show you some of my burnt ones to start, but I do believe I show you some of them I just tossed out in my grass to, possums, gophers, whatever little woodland creatures would enjoy a couple burnt pancakes. Of course, back in the day, all those years, I had all those chickens and poultry and pigs and all my farm animals. Nothing went to waste for sure. And so now these days I'm like, oh, it's, I don't have anyone to toss these burned pancakes to, or, these carrot and vegetable scraps. Because back in the day, we just always kept a big bowl for the chickens and the pigs. I say back in the day, 2 years ago, when I was in full farming mode there for several years.
Okay, so we did get 2 deep dish containers of pancakes. I'm honestly not sure how many we made. 30 to 40, and they're a little on the thick side still. That's okay. I'm gonna take those inside. We're gonna clean up for a minute. Gonna take those inside, the bowl inside. We're gonna take some things inside. I'm gonna wash my hands, switch out my kitchen towels, and we'll also go down to the grocery store in my basement and get our grass-fed burger patties that we got at Costco yesterday, because we're gonna do a bunch of cheeseburgers and other things. Alrighty, well, I didn't ruin my pancake bag at all, actually, even though it looks a little rough. That's sealed fine. Our imperfect, but still should be delicious pancakes that are pretty okay, which is our life requirement for all things in food. Did well. This, I'm pretty sure, is empty. Yes, okay. So I'm just gonna put these in here, and we're gonna go in, drop some things off, change some things out, put our pancakes away, and bring out more meat. Okay. Put this here. This in the laundry. Some things I'm just gonna rinse because we're gonna use them again. Just use my Dawn Power Wash. Spray these off. Got our new Costco towels. I'm gonna go collect a few more things.
Yeah, I'm eating some Costco mixed nuts. Important. This bag of questionable potatoes. This is the one. That's the one. Okay. Everything else be okay.
Hey, look, I have an outdoor kitchen. Carrying my loot. Had someone else bring the meat out here for me. All right. Now we will get organized.
In my head, yesterday at Costco, let's see if I can light my grill and talk at the same time. I think I can. Nice. Oh, I'm getting so good at this. Ha! Anyway, I didn't get the hot dogs because I thought, oh, we have some in the freezer, but I didn't defrost them. So, paleo, organic basil, cracked pepper, smoked chicken sausage. Okay. And then we also have these original bratwurst. Super fancy. I bought hot dog buns and hamburger buns. So no rolling your hot dog in a slice of bread like the good old days around here. I don't have any more than this, probably half a pack of Colby. I have provolone. Some like that on a cheeseburger, some don't. So I'm just gonna do this, and the rest can choose their own adventure. So that's heating up. We have these. I feel like, you know, the questions I feel in my soul. And I guess I can use this like a spatula, like Burger King, right? I feel like you're asking me or curious about the gluten on the Blackstone. So there's not celiac here. There is gluten sensitivity for dietary and health reasons. I have some folks that have taken it mostly out of their diet. I also choose to be gluten-free, dairy light, dairy-free much of the time, a little bit of dairy here and there. All that to say, I cleaned it, but in a situation of someone who has celiac, you'd want to keep all gluten off your Blackstone. You'd probably need to have separate ones. My cookware is clean. There are people who choose to be gluten-free, but I don't operate a truly like celiac level gluten-free kitchen. So, all that to say, let's cook our burgers. I don't remember if we got 30 on here last time or not. There's 15 in a bag. We're about to find out. I think I did 30. We did not get 30 at a time. Maybe it was 10 or 15. Looks like this might be 12. If I can swirl another one or two on. It is. And just today, I was answering someone's comment, I think on my first Blackstone video, and they were asking me why I don't use all my ground beef that's in my freezer. I do, let's see, when I'm recording this, we are going into August 2025. When I'm recording this, we're going into August 2025, and I probably have enough ground beef. I mean, watch and see. I probably have enough ground beef to get us through October or November-ish. I'm not going to order another full cow. At least that's what I say right now. For August, if I was going to get a full cow in August, like how I did in summer 2024, I ordered that a couple months in advance. So maybe later this fall, I will order another full cow to get, you know, December, January-ish. But I still think we have
enough ground beef to get us through the next several months. But back to the question of why I'm not using that ground beef for the burger patties. It all gets down to systems and things that work in my head, right? It's like if you give a mouse a cookie. If I use the ground beef that's currently in my freezer, I need to plan that several days in advance, get it defrosted, and then for the level of burger patties and everything that I will do when I get meal prepping and making these videos, I imagine it'll take me an hour or two to make my burger patties. That's just how life goes for me. So anyway, when I get thinking about the process of making the patties, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to buy myself some patties, right? Like there's a few nice things I can have in life, and there's a few nice things I can do for myself. And the way that I make all of my decisions in life for the last 2 years, okay, like new life Jamerrill has learned, every decision I make on how is this outcome the gentlest outcome on my one life. Because I have a lot of responsibility, I have a lot that I handle, I have a lot on me, and I'm not out of the woods. I have a lot that's coming for me, and yeah, so much. And I know I'm not alone. We are all humans on this planet. So because of that, things like burger patties, if I can just get 2 bags of patties at Costco and actually get this cooking done. If I set up too many obstacles or too many things I have to accomplish before I actually get to the goal and get the thing done, I very well may get so overwhelmed it doesn't happen. It's the same way I've tackled learning to take my 57 children camping and many other things as my single mom life. Like, okay, wait a minute. The goal of camping is for us to get there and have a nice time. So what can I do? What does that mean? Okay, well, maybe that means I'm buying the oatmeal cups and we're just adding hot water from the teapot. I make things as easy as possible to accomplish the goal. So back to the ground beef and the Blackstone and why I'm not using ground beef that I already have in my freezer. I'm getting the patties so I can actually get the cooking done on the Blackstone. So my kids actually have 30 cheeseburgers prepped and ready to go. And it's not a project that keeps moving on my calendar. Hey, look at us. We're doing things.
Alrighty, so I just got the burgers and the bratwurst in. We're gonna set out some condiments. Of course, hey, Costco hamburger buns, hot dog buns, and we'll throw some strawberries out and call it good. Okay, just wash those strawberries and put those out too, and now people are on their way to come and get it. I'm gonna put my time into cutting these potatoes. Okay, I don't know where my next size down bowl is, probably 15 quart or so. It is missing at the moment, so I'm gonna put these, 10 pounds of potatoes in probably 2 smaller bowls.
And I know where my next size bowl went. It is holding meat that I bought at Costco that I thought that I would get cooked on this Blackstone cooking day. And we get a lot done. We get a bunch of big batch food, meal prep, that's for sure. And I cooked for a good 4 or more hours. So some of the meat that I didn't get cooked in this project, I ended up putting in the freezer, and we will cook that on our next big batch Blackstone cooking day.
Okay, now it's potato time. Just going around and trying to flip them over. Disturb the piece a little bit here.
And let me tell you, no one was mad about me big batch meal prepping all of these roasted potatoes. They tasted just like the ones that we do in the oven. So it was great to do them on the Blackstone. Also would be great for upcoming camping. And I'm just having so much fun meal prepping on this Blackstone once a week. I feel like every week, well, I've done it twice and coming up third week. So I was going to say every week of the last 3 weeks, but the third Blackstone meal prep day is coming up soon. Alrighty, I had to go inside real quick for some more mom stuff, but we are on our last batch of potatoes here. I felt okay leaving them go for the few minutes I was gone. We'll flip them now. Those roasted up very, very nice. They do take about 15 minutes or so a batch. And I do have my Blackstone on the lowest setting there. And this is our 4th tank. But after this, we will clean it and we will be done for this time. Like I say, in a few days, I still have more meat from Costco's shopping yesterday. Few days, we might have another go. Let's see what we can get into then. It's just a fun way to prep food that's kind of same but different, right? And I like our little makeshift outdoor kitchen. Did it again. I know several of you have asked me how many of those little propane tanks do I go through on one of these big, like 3 or 4 hours meal prep days. I just keep sampling the potatoes. They're the two. They're so good. They needed a taste tester, and I was there willing to do that job. So I go through 3 or 4 of those little bottles. And so I understand that those are definitely more for camping. I understand that only because you all taught me that. And now I know that when I do this at home, it's good for me to use the bigger tank. So we will definitely learn that skill coming up. Alrighty, Blackstone roasted potatoes. We are not mad about these either. Delicious. Well, good friends, we did it. Our second massive big batch Blackstone meal prep where we did, what did we even do? We did bacon. Yes, we did 14 packs of bacon. I'm going back in my brain here. We just finished 10 pounds of roasted potatoes, and now we know that's phenomenal on the Blackstone. We did 30 hamburgers / cheeseburgers. Hey kids, whatever you want to make them into. We did bratwurst. We did those paleo chicken sausages. We took a good shot at doing pancakes on the Blackstone. I don't know. People have already eaten some of those. There's no complaints. So, okay, I guess I'm winning. And we will have many more Blackstone adventures to be continued in my pop-up outdoor kitchen. I appreciate you. I always appreciate all your love and encouragement and support. I will chat with you in those comments below, and I'll see you real soon with another brand new video. Bye-bye.